Hello there, this is Teamworks Podcast. We are a podcast that will be talking about games from PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, you name it. We'll be talking right through all them platforms, right through all our episodes, but also we'll be now and again talking about Marvel stuff and stuff like that. But don't forget, if you say to Alexa, play Teamworks Podcast, and the episode, it will play our podcast. So yeah, that's our podcast, and yeah, we hope you enjoy it, guys. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. This is Teamworks. This is episode 9. So finally we have the one that's made Stream Wars community a fantastic community from the start. We're part of it, and we just want to introduce LITTLEGREENYODA9. Thank you for coming on the show, mate.
Not a problem, pal. It's good to be here.
Good to be here with you as well, mate. Thank you. Alongside me is my co-presenter, Phil. How are we doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you, dude?
Not a problem. So yeah, let's get on to the questions. The first question is going to be from Phil.
Okay, so I know you've been gaming for a while. What was the first console you ever played on?
Oh wow. It was at my grand's house actually. It was one of you plugged the controller into the TV, and it came up with a list of games. I can't remember what console it was, but that was the very first console I've ever played.
Was that the console that had like over 1,000 games built in?
It was old. It was an old game console.
It'd have been before them ones, though. I'm guessing a bit like the Namco TV Play one.
I think so. It had like a fighting side-scrolling game on it.
Yeah.
And a paper round game. Like, throw papers on.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I remember that.
I haven't played that in years.
No.
Dude.
It's loads. There was loads on there. But that was the very first console I ever played.
Nice.
That's brilliant. I mean, what console? Because obviously you only plugged them into the back of your TV, the actually controller pad itself, didn't you?
Yeah. And it ran off I want to say a SCART. I don't think it was a SCART. I think it was before the SCART leads.
Yeah, it'll have been 3 tiny little. You've got it's 80. Yeah. I remember them.
Oh, brilliant! That's fantastic, because we love starting the podcast off with, you know, what's your first console you've ever played with and all that. It's interesting to see other stories from other people, because we've had people saying that their first console was like a Nintendo 64 or something like that.
Oh wow!
But yeah, that is brilliant to know. And I've got a question for you. If there was a game you would like to live in, which world you would be in, open world game that is, what would it be?
Oh god, you got me thinking here. Either Kingdom Come Deliverance, or either RuneScape. Yeah, boy. I don't know which one, but one of them two.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you played RuneScape.
I played it for a very long time. Over 10 years. I was in like 10 year 9. So it was like over 10 years ago now.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Mate.
Really?
What would yours be, guys?
Oh, do you know what? Mine, I would like to, if I was going to jump into any world of a game, Uncharted.
You know what? That'd be an amazing game. Be an amazing game to be in. What about you?
I think only because I'd like to be able to Phil.
It's alright.
I think only because I'd like to have the abilities. I'd probably go with one of the Dragon Ball Z games. But
Oh yeah.
on the other hand, though, I do love old school RuneScape. So it's a toss up between them two.
Can't beat old RuneScape.
Yeah, I still play that on my mobile now.
Or is it a mobile?
Yeah, you can get old school on your phone.
Is it free?
What?
It's free as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Unless obviously you want to be a member.
Oh,
But it used to be that you had to pay a subscription fee of like £5 to £7 to be a member. I believe now you can do it where you can pay in-game money as well. But obviously you need to get quite far before you can earn that kind of money. But
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's really amazing, that Phil. That's fantastic. I mean, I've probably never played that game, or I have, and when I have, it's years ago. But is it still what you thought it was back in the days?
it is identical to what it used to be.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good, because not many games stay the same, do they? You know what I mean? When they remake them or rebring them out.
Well, the thing was with RuneScape, they had old school, and then they went to RS3, which was like the updated version, where it was like so much better graphics and everything. But they just ended up changing too much, and yeah. But then it was one of them. Like, enough people were like, "No, we want the old school one back," and they got a couple of mods to throw it together, and then the next thing you know, it's I'd say bigger than the current RS3.
Can't beat the old ones. Can't beat the old version of the game.
Oh, absolutely not.
No, you can't. And you know what? There is an old game that we've said all along that we want to remake, but I don't know why they haven't brought them. And Phil knows which game I'm going to mention. Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh my god!
What a classic
Amazing
that was.
game. Yeah, definitely on PS2.
Yeah,
Wow.
They need to bring it back. They definitely do. Because it was amazing. And to be honest with you, I have actually seen, and okay, I won't believe it until I see it, but apparently someone that worked behind that game has said yes. If if they say yes to a remake, he will definitely do it.
That's good to know then. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it more than often now, so like you say, fingers crossed that they're listening in, and they do end up saying, you know what, the fans want this, we'll bring it to them.
Yeah, they never listen to the fans anymore.
No, PlayStation don't.
Definitely, man. 100%.
But yeah, other questions you would like to ask, Phil?
Yeah, so I know you said like which game universe you'd like to live in, but do you have like a favorite game?
Oh, favorite game. I've got a few.
I'll let you pick a few. Yeah.
One of them is Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Right.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. As you know, as I said, I would like to live in that open world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to say GTA 3.
Nice.
I mean, don't we technically live in that world already anyway?
Not that bad.
No, not that bad, but we're getting there.
Won't be long.
It won't be long. I know what your favourite game is, Phil, so I mean, I don't know whether not Blue Carrot, what am I on about? We've got a different person on here. But Little Green Yoda doesn't know what your favourite game is unless he's listened to the previous podcast. So would you just like to remind us all what's your favourite game, mate?
I mean, I absolutely used to adore playing Bully and Simpsons Hit and Run, but nowadays I do think the Uncharted series is probably right up there on top now.
I've never played the newest one of the Uncharted.
The Lost Legacy one.
Yeah, I've not played that one.
It's not bad, you know. It did get a bit of a bad rap from people, but I'd say it was definitely worth a play.
Is it open world?
No, it's very similar to how the other games were. So, like, you had some parts where the map was a lot wider,
Yeah.
and then other parts where obviously you're just kind of following a route sort of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say like location wise, it's very similar to the other games as well in that sense.
I'll have to pick that last one up then and give it a go.
I'd
Yeah.
recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it so much I had to platinum it. So
I mean, I love the Uncharted series, but
Mm.
the one I haven't played is Lost Legacy yet. But I'm hoping to play that. But for anyone that doesn't know, if you've got PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium, today the new patch of games have come out for Extra and Premium, and one of the games is Uncharted, but it's the remake to the PS5, so it's the Lost Legacy Thieves Collection. So that is on the store to download on them tiers right now. So you'll be able to relive the games on that and Lost Legacy.
Is that the third one?
Yeah,
it's all of them.
Oh, what?
well, no, it's only it's only two.
Oh, is it?
It's Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy. They've been remastered for the PS5. I don't know whether you have a PS5, Little Green Yoda, but...
Oh, I do, finally. Took me a while to get there, but I got one.
Nice. But yeah, if you do have PlayStation Plus Extra, especially if you got Extra, you can download them games now.
I'm sure I do, so I'll have to check that later on or in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good way they've done. I'm glad they brought a subscription out like this, but it took them a very long time to do so, didn't they?
Yeah, there's a good selection of games now, I'd say. You just used to get, what was it, 3 a month?
Well, it used to be because a PS3 and PlayStation Vita, it used to be, I think it was 5 or 6 games altogether.
Yeah.
So, but they did have add an extra PS4 game in at the time. So we got 3 or 4 PS4 games rather than the 2 we get a month now. Sorry, it's 3 a month now, isn't it? But
yeah.
But this new subscription though is fantastic. I mean, I'm glad I waited until January this year because I ended up getting it for a decent price rather than paying £100 up front. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But was it last month where the new Battlefield was on there? Battlefield, was it 2042? Is it called?
Yeah, that was part of the monthly games. So it didn't matter if you.
I got that downloaded.
Oh, brilliant! I mean, I already had that a while back because I've got EA Play membership.
That's a good subscription.
It's good if you buy FIFA as well because you get 10% off when you buy FIFA or any EA games, which is it's not bad when you think of it. Okay, 10% off doesn't sound much, but it's like £4, is it? Something like that.
It is when the price is pretty high.
Yeah, and especially the games now these days. God, you're looking at for a standard edition, it's like £65 to £70 now for a game, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely when they're brand new.
Yeah, and if it's such a big game like Hogwarts Legacy and Uncharted, you name it, The Last of Us, yeah, they're going to be very expensive, aren't they?
Yeah. 100%.
But if you go back onto Steam, if you look at them, Steam, the £15 cheaper some of the games than they are on console.
Are they?
Yeah, I know Hogwarts Legacy is going for £50, I think it is, on Steam. If you go it for PlayStation, it's £65 for the standard edition, or for the deluxe edition, it's £75. So there's a big difference there, isn't it?
Yeah. PlayStation just want to rob you.
Yeah.
Don't get suckered in, guys. Go to Steam.
But it's the same with Xbox though, because I think they did say there was going to be a price increase with games on consoles.
Yeah.
Steam have kept it down at the moment, but eventually I can see them going.
But but then again, there's a website called G2A where you can buy games for cheaper at a cheaper discount. So I can't see them increasing the prices. I'm not too sure though. You never know, do you?
You just don't know. I mean, but the good thing about it is me and Phil are game sharing. Okay, it's costing us more in the sense that we're buying a load more games, but it's costing us less because we're only paying half each towards the games. So
Yeah,
we're spending more, but we're spending less at the same time.
and you've got more games to play as well.
It is, isn't it?
Say if Phil decides to buy a game this weekend, you've got it there as well.
Yeah. Do you do game share?
I used to on PlayStation with my brother, but he ended up buying his own subscription.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but it's well worth it though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Because me and Phil used to just buy digital copy games, but since all this and that, we've just been buying digital all the time, haven't we? Now.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing was, so I joined PlayStation really late. So initially, I used to play the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 back in the day. Never had the PS3.
Yeah.
But then, while I was in uni, I think it was it college or uni? I can't remember. I think it was uni. Yeah, it would have been uni because that was when I met you, James. Yeah, I ended up getting talked into getting a PS4, so I was like, oh, screw it, go on then. Because of certain games that were coming out, and I'm like, I'll get it just for that, really.
Yeah.
And so I started off with a really small collection of games, and then when I found out we could do game share, James was like, oh yeah, well, I've been with PlayStation Plus for however many years now, so I've got a load in my library, so I log into his on my console.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, shit, I'm not going to have to buy games for a while now. Crazy.
Keep me occupied for a good 2 years.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then...
But, I mean, it was like, so... But then on top of that as well, because I'm a scab with money, I'll be honest.
You've got to be, though. You've got to be these days.
Say it as it is. I'm a scab.
And like I say,
so, like,
go on.
I won't buy the game like straight from my bank card from the PlayStation Store. I'll go onto a website like CD Keys and buy a whatever like £50 voucher, and it'll only cost me like 42 quid.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like saving those little bits of money. It works. It works, doesn't it?
100% does work.
So you get more cash for less.
Yeah,
because you save a fortune in the long run.
Yeah, definitely, mate. But
I mean, I think
Steam games.
Yeah, because you can get like for any console on there, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it for. I don't know whether they do yet, but I think they do Steam cards. But I do know on Steam now itself, you can actually buy digital top-ups from the Steam store, can't you?
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I looked it up the other day and I seen it. You can actually gift them to friends as well. So basically, they'll send the code over to a friend so they can put that in their balance.
That's all right then.
That's pretty decent.
You got a friend that's struggling.
Yeah, well, PlayStation should do that, a gift and sift system.
Yeah, definitely.
Say it's someone's birthday coming up and you go, you know what, I don't know whether I'm going to see you or not. I'll tell you what, here's £50 to go towards a game. Let's send it over to you through PlayStation or whatever console you're on. You know, if you're on the same console, do it that way.
You think they would do it anyway because you know what Sony's like, don't you? Is it Sony?
Yeah.
PlayStation. Yeah, you know what they're like. They're money mad, aren't they? Not surprised they come up with something like that. Yeah.
Well, they said no to crossplay, but what happened to that?
Oh, that's I know.
There's crossplay on it there, and that's because
to do. Go on, mate.
I was just going to say that's because a lot of people were requesting for it, so you know they had the ears full of it, and they just said, "Oh, we can't do it. It's not quite as simple as that." But then all of a sudden, they tried it with one game, and that was it. Let's go.
It works.
Yeah.
They need to do it with GTA.
Yeah, they need to do it with a lot more games. I've noticed with the new FIFA as well. I don't know whether you've noticed as well, Greeny over there, but they've made it crossplay, but people, I thought, well, you know what, I can play people from PS5 to Xbox One. No, that's not. You can't. It's only crossplay with new generations, so you can only play from PS5 to the new Xbox. So you can't play people on PS4 version if you got a PS5 version of the game. You have to have the PS4 version to play people on the PS4, which is a bit stupid when you think of it.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, why bring crossplay out for the new generations? Okay, better graphics and load up speeds and all that, but I'm pretty sure you can still play against each other, on different consoles.
Definitely. It's pretty stupid, like you said. Not going to give that much of an advantage if someone's on the old console.
Yeah.
Like what they're going to have, like more, they're going to have, like, the new consoles are going to have, like, what, 30 more frames per second, is it?
Yeah, something like that, but it's the loading screen as well. It's like, did it say it's like 10 times, 20 times faster than the original consoles?
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, so, I mean, you'll notice it on some games, maybe some other games you won't, but basically, when you click on a game, on a PS5 game,
yeah,
you'll notice it loads up very quickly.
Yeah, true.
So when you load up a PS4 game version, it'll take like, I think it's like 20 or 30 seconds more to go onto the menu, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know why that is, because Rogue Company, me and Phil play Rogue Company a lot, and that's crossplay with all generations. It doesn't matter if you're on older generation, you can still play against people on there. So, they can do it. It's just
They don't want to.
EA, isn't it?
Yeah, I bet they're just trying to get them to get people buy the new consoles.
Yeah. Well, the other one that me and Phil really hate is that they won't bring backwards compatibility out for us for the older generations. That would be such a dream console.
That. Definitely.
Just imagine they can beat Xbox in that sense, because they got the PS1 games, they got the PS2 games, PS3. Obviously, you can play PS4 games on the PS5, but also they could bring. Okay, they can't do it by disc because obviously the PSP went disc and the PlayStation Vita went disc, but they could bring them digital. In fact, PSP games are already on the premium tier. Some of them.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, some old PSP games are on there.
You play them on the PS5 console?
Yeah, you can, and you can download them as well, which it's a bit weird, isn't it? PSP's older than the... Oh, no, I don't know, it's newer than the PlayStation 3, but it's a smaller console. But yeah, the PlayStation 3 games you have to stream.
Yeah, I've noticed that. You have to stream them out, because I was... Oh no, this wasn't a PS3 game. I was playing that Siphon Filter, and you have to stream that, and I was like, oh yes, it's an amazing game. I've not played this in years.
Yeah, it's really stupid. And what do you think about it all, Phil? Do you think the same that what me and Little Green Yoda are saying?
I mean, the thing is, right, I agree that, they should absolutely bring back the backwards compatibility for PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. The thing was, when the PS2 was first brought out, that wasn't even like a question. They were just like, oh yeah, you can play PlayStation 1 games on it. Like, there was no decision that, no, you can't do that. And then with the PS4, they said that it wasn't possible, but it's literally just putting a disc in, so I don't see how it wouldn't be possible. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that, obviously, my assumption is that they wouldn't do backwards compatibility just because they would lose a small amount of money, because obviously some people would stop buying like brand new games from them for a while to just play their older games. So then they're not getting them sales that they're after. But when you think about all the other people who would then switch to PlayStation from other consoles because they've got the older games that you can now play.
Yeah.
I feel like the sales would probably shoot up. But
see, I think as well, because even though you just said that it might stop for a while, where people are buying newer games, I don't think it'll stop much, but just because there'll be games out there where people are thinking, wow, they look great, I'm going to buy that. So people will still buy new games. Whether they buy them as often, I don't know. But they would still go out and buy the older games again. And maybe, I don't know if it'll happen, but maybe them games will come up in price a little bit more because you can backwards compatibility. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But Xbox did it. And you know the reason behind it all, PlayStation? Why they said no?
No.
Well, one of the reasons is they were thinking about it, and then someone from that works with Xbox, well, Microsoft, they overheard the conversation that I believe, and PlayStation heard that Xbox have heard it. Xbox brought it out straight away through system software update. You can play your older games now.
Just take the idea straight out of the mouth.
Yeah, and since then, I don't think Sony have, took it on since then. They've turned around and said, I don't think many people will want that. Hold on, people have been asking it for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do you remember the PS3, the 60 gig model that came out?
Yeah. Was that the first version or the second version?
That was the first version, because the first version you could play your PS1 and PS2 games on.
Yeah, they were backwards compatible, weren't it?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they brought an 80 gig model out and patched it up and said basically you couldn't play your PS1 or PS2 games on.
Yeah, they just said, go fuck yourself. Go and buy yourself a new console.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me your money.
I mean, they've got it on the new subscription tiers where you can play PS3 games. Okay, you have to stream them. But if it's as easy as streaming them, then it'll be as easy as making the games available to play on the same console, wouldn't it? I would imagine so.
Should get a petition started on Twitter.
Yeah, because I would definitely. But I would have thought it would be a little bit harder though, doing it through streaming compared to actually putting a physical disc in.
Yeah, because you've got to make sure you've got a good connection to have it downloading constantly, so you can constantly play without it crashing or buffering.
Well, yeah, I've tried it. I mean, sometimes it works good, but then you do have lag spots.
Yeah, but it's disgusting if you want to stream it though, like on Twitch. Well,
in fact, if you want to stream any PS3 games from the PS Plus subscription, you can't actually stream them. It blocks it out.
What?
Because you're literally already streaming the game, basically, aren't you? So you can't stream on top of it, basically.
Yeah, true. That's true.
But if you had a capture card, obviously you can get away around with that and do it. There's
a way around everything.
Or what I noticed some people do, but you would have to have very good internet connection. They download the remote play on PlayStation. Yeah. Sorry, not on PlayStation, on PC, and they capture that through OBS. Or you can download the PlayStation Plus app on PC.
Yeah.
And that allows you to play PS4 and PS3 games over cloud gaming.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you go to... if you type in PlayStation Plus PC app, it should come up with the download. And it's literally from PlayStation. It's not a third-party app. It's
a legit
legit
app.
one, yeah. And you can stream them from that, and then you probably capture it through OBS anyway, wouldn't you? So
I might have to look at that sometime.
But the thing
Give me
is,
an idea.
you're streaming the game as well as streaming on Twitch. I don't know whether it'll handle it well or not, whether the game would lag or your stream will go funny, but it's one of them. You could always try it one night, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's better than nothing, innit? It's better than not trying it, and then if it worked.
Yeah. But let's face it, PlayStation are not going to bring backwards compatibility out for PS1, PS2, and PS3 games anytime soon, are they? So
No. Like you said, they don't listen to the customers that much, do they?
no, they don't. But they have listened to a few things. Like, okay, it took them a while, but crossplay is starting to become big on PlayStation now. But it's whether they extend it and go on to other games, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see how they go with that.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely.
But I've got a question for you here, Little Green Yoda.
Fire away, mate, fire away.
What's a game you thought you liked but actually hated?
Oh, something called. What was it called now? Aftermath. Something. I'm into my like building games, building management games. So, and the story of this game is the world's had like a meteor shower.
Yeah.
And everything's irradiated, and you've got to rebuild society up from the ground. So you find a camping spot and you rebuild. But I thought, because I like them games, I thought, you know what, I'll get this game, try it out.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated it.
Yeah, you hated it, did you?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's one of them.
It was like, it was. I don't know why I hated it. That's the thing, though, because I normally enjoy them type of games. But for this reason, could not stand that game.
Well, there's actually a game me and Phil will point out on that question, but I'll let Phil say it. But there was a game, wasn't he, Phil, that we thought we'd like it when we bought it, but we actually hated it.
It was shit, to put it simply.
What was it?
It was Jumanji. So based off, you know, the second film, which was like the newer version as opposed to the original film.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I loved that film, so you know, and that's on sale. Great, it'll probably be something interesting. We got it. It was like it was unfinished, mate. Honestly, it was terrible.
It a side scroller?
Well, it was meant to be based on a video game. It was a video game based on the movie, basically.
What?
Yeah, it was a bit more like I don't know what they call it, but it wasn't like a side scroller. But like there was online modes and everything. But like you get to a certain level, and you're just literally running on air. There's no map, no nothing. Everything falls apart. It was constantly crashing. It was terrible.
And the graphics.
It was like something. Yeah.
Out of PS2 world, basically.
Yeah.
Flat faces, pointy noses.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah, it was that bad. The characters moved very, very PS2 style.
Was they like dead sluggish?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And do you know what? They had a cheek as well, and I don't know why they had a cheek, but they bought a PS5 version out, free upgrade to it.
Oh, what? A free? You can't complain with free, though.
No, but I'm like, we're saying, well, the game's rubbish. How they've actually made it any better? So I don't know what they've done to it, because I've not tried the PS5 version, but all I can think of, they probably got it running at 60 FPS rather than 30, maybe. But I'm not entirely sure on that one. But graphic-wise, I don't think it's changed. I mean, that might say different once I try it again, but it's whether I try it again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of our worst games that we thought we liked and we actually hated in the end. So yeah, it wasn't a great game. They didn't do a good job because we had all high hopes for it, and we thought, you know what, why not? Let's get it.
Yeah, you may as well try it, aren't you? There's not wrong with trying it.
No, but we want our money back now. I think it's a bit too late. But
you can always ask them.
No, apparently PlayStation only give you a refund after, I think it's 24 hours or something like that. Or 48 hours. Yeah. Oh. And it's only if you play the game less than 2 hours, I think it is.
Yeah.
So it's not really a good refund thing, is it, really, when you think of it? Okay.
Nah, not really. Like, say
you're buying it digital, it's different.
Yeah, say when your child buys a game without you knowing, and you don't see it till the following day, and you need that cash, and they won't give it you. It's a bit fucking stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had something like that. My sister had brought my nephews around, and to my knowledge, they weren't going on the PlayStation because they were only there for like 15, 20 minutes. So I was like, okay. And he asked, can he go on the PlayStation? She was like, no. So I didn't think I'd need to keep an eye on him then in there because I was like, oh, okay, well, he's not going on it because he's been told no. Yeah. I go back in, turns out he's gone on to Just Cause 3 because he's a big fan of that game. And he bought one of the friggin' expansion packs. Yeah. And I was like, for God's sake. But, like, I get a notification on my phone that's like, thank you for your purchase with PlayStation. I was like, the fuck? So I went and checked, and it was like, yep, he's gone and bought that. Tried to get my money back off PlayStation, and like he said, we can see you haven't used it. You've not even been on the game since you purchased the expansion. So I don't see why we can't give you it back. And I was like, okay, great. And then they never did.
Well, they never give it you back.
Nah, I was like, you bastards.
Do you know, in fact, they should give you a free game after doing that. I would.
I know, yeah, definitely.
Bad customer service, that, when you think of it, isn't it?
I know, a whole £5 that I'm never getting back. Devastated.
Yeah, but £5 could have went towards a better game, you know what I mean? A game that you actually wanted.
Definitely, man. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any other questions you want to ask, Phil?
Yeah, I'm open to any questions.
I mean, if you can't think of any, mate, I'll go across with my question, and if you want.
So you say you're a big fan of GTA 3.
Yeah.
Was 3 Vice City or Liberty City Stories or something? I can't remember number 3.
Liberty. I can't even say it.
Don't worry, I can't say much things.
The second one, Liberty City.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. We know which one you mean.
Yeah. He was called Claude, I think.
Yeah.
I've never played the games before, but I've
heard.
Yeah, it's just a game I've never really decided to go into. You know, I mean, it's one of them.
You need to try them out, man. Have you played the new one?
No, I haven't. I don't have any of them.
Oh, what?
See, so I've tried GTA 5. And like I used to love playing San Andreas when I was younger. So much so that when it came onto the PlayStation Store, I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. But like, I don't know, what is it about the game that you really love? Like, is there anything particular that just draws you in with them?
Oh, it's like being able to do what I want, whatever I want to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, not being stuck to one path in the game, taking my own path.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what I like in the type of games that I'm into.
The fact that you've got the freedom to literally do anything you want.
Yeah. Like, if I want to kill someone.
Literally, as you say it.
The chance is there.
Wow, yeah, but that's what it is, isn't it? Open world games are they're probably one of the best games going. You know, if you just want to, like you say, go in your own path and everything. Open world game, you don't have to do any side missions if you don't want to. You can just run freely the way you want to. And if it's got multiplayer, even better because you can play with your friends.
Definitely. Multiplayer, you can't go wrong with multiplayer. I love multiplayer.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I still love single player games, but the single player games are more for me for, you know, like a game with a good storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that single player games are made for story mode games. You know, something with something that you can listen back to and you think, wow, what a story that was. You know, I mean, there's a few games we've played, me and Phil, but the one that's got a really good story and it does get to your heart a bit is Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. I've never played that one. Never played that.
Yeah, well,
what is it about?
Well, the first one is about, and I'll let Phil jump in and say a few details about this because he loves this game himself. But the first one was just called Life is Strange, and basically you're playing this girl that's Max, and she discovers, I think it was on her 18th birthday, that she's got some type of superpowers.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and
yeah, so basically, like, she randomly discovers that she can rewind time slightly.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like it's a story-based game, but then it's got like puzzles and stuff as well. So you've got to like use your ability to rewind time to obviously like get to places where you couldn't go beforehand, and collect stuff that you couldn't get. And it's a really good game, but like it's very poignant, and it's one of them as well that your choices matter.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously not going to spoil it, but you know, depending on what you choose depends on how it ends, basically. But
I like that type of games where they got different endings.
Yeah. What other ones have you played that have got like different endings?
Yeah.
If you can remember,
Detroit.
Oh yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah. Do you know what? I need to get back into that because I've got. And I say this in every podcast going because the question always pops up, doesn't it, Phil?
It does.
Well, basically, I'll buy a game and I'll play it, and I think, oh, this is amazing. And then a few months later down the line, or a month later down the line, I go, oh God, this game is coming out. Oh, it looks amazing. I'll get that. So I go to Phil. Do you want to get that? He goes, yeah. Just happens to so Phil's nearly completed these games before me anyway. so he's all right going on to a new game. But what I do is I literally go on to that new game that I've just bought and forget about the other game.
All the time.
To be honest, I've done that quite a lot of times. I did it with Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah.
I was streaming it, and oh my God, I found it so hard. I kept dying, and then I completely forgot about it. And I thought, going through my games one day, I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna replay that Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah,
it's an amazing game. I love that game.
I'll look into that.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into that. Both of us will do.
It's set in the 15th century in the Kingdom of Bohemia. That's known of Czech Republic now. I think it's Czech Republic. So it's knights. It's about like, you know, the knights and squires, bailiffs and stuff like that. It's horses. It's a good game. It's worth the money anyway.
I'll definitely give that a look at. But also the Life is Strange games, the first one I believe, and the Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is a pre-sequel to the first one. They're both on the new PlayStation Plus subscription.
Oh, are they? So are they're kind of free then?
Yeah,
they're free to download. And
well, evidently, Kingdom Come Deliverance is also on the PlayStation Plus subscription.
I think I've seen that. I think I've
literally just seen it. It's like £25 or...
Yeah, make sure you check it out. It's a good game. You've got to learn to read and wash. You got to like, say if you want to go and shop for some armour,
Yeah.
If you wear certain clothes, people look up to you. So if you're dirty, people look down to you, and it's harder to haggle the price of stuff.
Ooh. That's
And
really
use your
cool.
speech.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so you got to learn to read on it, eat, wash, change your clothes. You can get drunk if you really want to.
Wow.
I mean, it's interesting because it sounds like they've put a lot of thought into that. Like, it's not just a generic kind of game. Like, it's got a lot of extra elements that kind of
I'll be honest.
How you play it?
It's like Skyrim, but a lot in depth. No magic. Well, there's if you class like potions as magic, like where you grind nettles together and your spices and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's no magic as such as in like shooting fireballs and whatnot.
Wow, we're definitely going to give that game. And the other thing about it is, though, we've actually bought games in the past, and I don't know whether you've done it, Little Green Yoda, but you buy these games, and then all of a sudden they're on PlayStation Plus, and you went, oh my God, I wish I waited a little bit longer. So me and Phil don't buy any games until we know they're not going to come out for that month, and then we'll buy them. And lucky enough, when we do buy them games, they're on offer, so it makes perfect sense to buy them.
It's a win-win for you both, isn't it?
As I said, we're scabs with our money, so...
do you know what, though? It should be like that, because if you can get something cheaper, just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it, man. Definitely, just go for it. You gotta save money when you can these days.
I know. Well, when you consider like the fact that we, despite like AAA games that we're dying to get as soon as they come out, when there's stuff that's like it interests us and then it's on sale, it's like, yeah, go on then. It's half. Well, it's like 80% off, so it's like 20 quid. We'll go halves each. It's a tenner each, and then the next week it's like what 60 quid again. You're like, well,
you save 20.
It just pays to wait slightly, doesn't it? Sometimes.
You know what the answer is to that, guys?
Go on.
Pirate. No, I'm only joking.
Oh, mate, back in the days of PlayStation 1 and 2, that is all I did.
uTorrent was one as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, LimeWire. Wow.
Oh my God.
But the thing is, the only thing is, though, they only worked for PC games. They didn't work for console games, did they? It was a bit more trickier doing it that way for console games.
Yeah, with the PS2, you had to get that chipped so you could play fake games.
Yeah. If you end up online, your console got fried or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But then they brought out the third party people. They brought out this device. Basically, you plugged into the back of, I think it was the PlayStation 2, maybe the PlayStation 3 as well, where it had a switch on it, so you could switch it to chip mode.
What?
So then it automatically brings your PlayStation chipped. But then when you wanted to have it switched off, so you just wanted to play normal games without playing copy games, you can switch it back to the normal, which I thought was genius. Whoever made that was genius, because it doesn't break your console that way.
Definitely. I wonder if PS5's got one. Cough, cough.
I'm not sure, but you never know, do you? Because the faceplates, there was knockoff faceplates getting made, wasn't there? But
what, for the PS5?
Yeah, when it first came out, there was already faceplates made by third-party people, but they got some of them got done by PlayStation, so they couldn't sell them in the end.
Yeah.
But now
I need.
What's that, mate? Sorry.
Go on, mate. I need some new faceplates. Think about getting some green ones.
Yeah, because I think you can get them now, can't you?
I hope so.
But
Sick of seeing white.
I do know though.
Yeah, I can't quite remember the price. I know Sony now do their own, but
yeah, which I think that's why the third party people are getting away with making theirs now and selling them, because I think what it was more the fact that Sony didn't actually release any other faceplates when it first came out, the console. So first parties were doing it, and it was like, hold on, well, we haven't even brought new faceplates out. You can't do this.
Yeah, losing out on money, aren't they?
Yeah, so they put a big statement up, and I think they actually done a company, didn't they? A third party company for doing it. If you remember. Do you
Yeah, they
remember
did.
that, Phil? Yeah. I don't know how much
They tried
they've done them
to.
for.
They were. Well, they said they were going to sue them if they didn't remove them
Yes.
from like the website. So obviously they removed them, but I don't think they actually like sued them for anything. But they just kind of told them off, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they warned them not to do it, but then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
PlayStation themselves have brought these faceplates out, so I don't think they're bothered about the third party ones now.
Well, I've just looked on Amazon, and
Yeah.
there's a clear green one here for. Where's the price?
Like 45 quid.
I don't know. It's not even got a fucking price on it.
See, that could be a third party person put it on there,
Yeah,
but they haven't put a price on it yet.
Yeah, £41. Yeah,
That's not bad. That.
Yeah.
I think that's from actually PlayStation.
Well, I actually seen one where it had a circle cut in it, and it basically it was basically to make the fan even more cooler because it had like fence on it.
Oh really?
So you could see the fan inside, but it had a fence on the cover. So when it was bringing the air out, it was making it cooler because it was going through the vents as well. So that was pretty cool. But they also brought one out where it's got light strips on it.
Yeah.
So.
Light strips.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been customizing their console completely now because obviously you can open it up now. But people have been sticking strips in the cells, and you got a light bar coming down the front of it, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, they've actually put light strips on it to make it even more colourful, and obviously you can change the colour yourselves then as well.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
I don't know about putting lights inside a console. It doesn't seem safe to me.
No.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. If I was gonna do it, I would get some expert that knows how to do it. But I don't think I'll do it. What I will do though, I would probably get my own customized faceplates. Definitely.
That'd be nice to have, definitely.
Yeah, and I think there's a website that you can do it on, because I know there's a website where you can customize your controller, but they cost a lot of money. I mean, if you're customizing your controller, you're looking over £100 at least.
There was someone in Stream Wars that does 3D printing, and he said he makes PlayStation 5 controller holders or something. And he sent me a picture. He had like a hook thing, and you hook it onto your desk, and then the analogs slide into like, I don't know what it was, holes, and it held his PS5 controller there. I can't remember who it was though.
Oh, that's good.
I've got to admit, I didn't see that, but I do know, because you get people 3D print them and you basically screw them to the bottom side of your desk and then slot it in. Like, if I'd have known there was someone on there that does 3D printing, I would have tried to commission them for something, because there's something in particular I'm after getting, like PlayStation wise, but just can't get my hands on it anywhere.
I know what I can do to find out. I'll just type in.
But talking about controllers, Phil is I don't know whether he's tried it again, but he tried to solve a blue skin over.
Yeah.
It's shit.
There you go. It's Kashimito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kashimito. Well, we'll have to look into that.
I'm gonna drop them a message then at some point and see.
I'm not great at 3D modeling, but if it's got a model, I can literally print it.
Yeah.
I mostly print easy things like PS5 controller mounts and the headphones mounts.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
Yeah, so it's Casamito.
Casamito.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I'll definitely look them up because that's definitely a thought. Because there's all these little gadgets that you don't think about sometimes, and you think, wow.
Yeah, I could do with that.
Absolutely.
I mean, someone made a gadget where basically it hold his buttons in, so he didn't have to do a thing really when he was playing a game. And I mean, okay, I wouldn't do that myself, but it was just like, how cool is that?
Yeah, it's cool. It'd be alright for DayZ if you had to run across the map.
Oh god, yeah.
It's pretty lazy though.
Well, do you know what? Right, because I was trophy hunting. There was one trophy I was after getting, where basically I'd done every other trophy in it, and I just needed someone off my friends list to go on. I'm trying to remember. It was Sonic Races, I think it was.
Yes.
So I was like, I just need someone to go on and do a time trial, and then I'll do their time trial. But then the thing changed, so you couldn't actually see your friends' time trials anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just kind of stopped it. So I had to scroll through 40,000 players. Yeah, until I found, because I went onto James's account and
the funny thing about this is I'm like, I looked on the app and it said recently played Sonic Racing or whatever it was, and I went, hold on, I've not played that. And then I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if Phil's gone onto my account just to get a trophy or something. But I'm like,
maybe.
Why would he do that? And then he told me, he said, yeah, that was me.
No,
yeah, because it was around a year ago when I said about needing to do it, and then I was just like, I had a bit of time, and I was like, oh screw it, I'll go on and see if I can do it.
And then you did it this year instead.
Yeah, that's when I did it. So I went on, but the point being was the fact that like I had to scroll through these 40,000. So then, rather than sitting there holding the controller for 45 minutes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, 45 minutes was to get it to 20,000. That was like an hour 40. So rather than that, I ended up. I have a phone case which has a finger hole on it, to hold, so you can hold it. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll use that then. So I put that around the analog stick and use that to scroll through them all. And I was like, the thought of like some things you've got to do for these fucking trophies is ridiculous. I mean, like there was a similar one with Shadow of the Colossus where you've got to run across this bridge right at the end. And like to do that, you've got to literally hold your analog stick for 15 minutes because I timed it. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And I did sit there and like run the whole thing, but I thought for that it'd be so much easier if like I had something I could just click to the controller to save all that effort. But
yeah, it's true though. It would save you quite a bit of time.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that day I was like, hold on a minute. And then someone said, oh, I seen you. I didn't know you had Sonic or something like that. And I said, to be honest with you, mate, I didn't actually play it. I said, my mate logged onto my account to do a time trial or something. I was like, but no, it's funny, sometimes in games, you do things that you think, do I need to do it? But you do it. But it's handy that our accounts are joined because that probably wouldn't have got you the platinum, would it?
well, no, I would have had to wait for someone else to get the game and then do that, and they'd have to tell me they've done it so I could find out where they were and that. But
it was really good as well, though, because Phil was on holiday. Was it last year?
It
was. And
it was.
Road Company have brought in where if you log in for so many days, you don't have to do it all in the. I think is it 14 days?
Yeah.
You don't have to do it literally 14 days log in to the game, but if you logged in, you get a reward every day that you log in.
No, that's not bad, is it?
But obviously he couldn't do it because he was on a cruise at the time, so
you had to do it.
So I went, okay, I'll go on your account, see if it works, log down to his, and it allowed me to claim his prizes for his rewards for him. So he was like, "Oh, thank you, dude." Anyway, I go on holiday. I think it was a few months later, and he does the same for me. So I thought, "Oh yeah, this is handy to do that, isn't it?"
Yeah, it was really beneficial. Like,
yeah, because we didn't miss out on our rewards then, because we were like, "Oh, we're gonna miss out on the login rewards because I won't be back in time to do them." Because I think they were going off in like 14 days.
You can't miss them rewards.
Dude, it's life or death, them the rewards.
Isn't it just? There's a question I want to ask you, Little Green Yoda, is obviously, you're the owner of StreamWars community, which just to say that it's a fantastic community, by the way. I'm so made up to be part of it, and I think Phil will agree, because do you know what, we've met so many nice people like yourself in it, and it's just amazing. It's good to hear. But the question is what made you start it all in the first place? Was it
at the start, very, 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 very going back at the start, it was just my own personal Discord for Twitch. But it weren't going nowhere. Like, I was struggling to get people into it, so I thought, instead of just deleting it, letting it go to waste, why not change it into a community where not only me can just use it, everyone can use it. And it's just grown over the past year now. Yeah. And it's going well.
It's fantastic, mate. And it's amazing, what? It's really good to, because I watch it all. Well, I watched it all. I see new people coming in, and I'm thinking, wow, it's growing and growing, and I'm literally made up for you, because you know what, you've done a fantastic job with that community. Like you say, you just started off as a normal personal Discord page for your Twitter account and all that, but then you decided to make it into a gaming community, which is basically what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a big gaming community where people can just hang out like yourself, and just have a friendly hub, and where people can just chill out, even if it's not playing games, just chat with each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the best advice I could give and growing it is a lot of sharing on social medias. I did a lot of sharing on Facebook in the Twitch groups. Sometimes I'd get a few people coming in through recommendations and through Twitch, but most of the content creators come through Facebook. I get some through. You could also try Dishboard. There's you can advertise your community on there.
Is that where you? Is that? It's not. I don't know whether it's the same one, but is that where you bump your server up?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's the exact one.
I've literally just added that to my. Well, a few weeks ago, I added that to me community. But the reason I added it as well, I was like, I wonder what it all is, and I looked up and I seen it on yours, and I thought, do you know what, this looks great. I'll give it a go myself, see if it does any good. I mean, I've had a few followers, but obviously you need to bump it up all the time, don't you?
Yeah. Also, you can get people, you can have people review your server as well. So they can put little reviews on Dishboard. So people can, go see your Discord and be like, oh, I wonder what that one's like. And they can click it and they can read the reviews.
Yeah.
See if there's any good reviews, bad reviews, what it's like.
Well, I've not checked yet, but I don't know whether mine's got any reviews.
Well, yeah, if you drop me the link to it, I'll join your server and I'll leave you a review on Dishboard. I don't mind.
Oh, nice one, mate. I do appreciate that. Thank you. And you know what? For me, as well. I've joined many Discords, but I've joined some good Discords, but in the past. But your Discord server's got to be one of the best, mate. I mean, I'm not just saying that, by the way. For me, for the ones I've joined, yours is one of the best at the moment. It's just amazing to see how people are talking to each other. It's just what it should be, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it's just all about getting to know the people that you want to be friends with, really. Build a connection with and whatnot.
Yeah, and you
support each other like friends do.
Yeah, well, you certainly helped my channel grow and Phil's channel grow. It's been amazing.
It's all on yourself. That you just put the work in.
Yeah.
All I did is I just gave you the server and you did your networking.
Yeah.
Can't take what's it called now? Can't take pride for something you've done.
You can absolutely take credit for that because
I was going to say yourself, like,
granted, yes, we put in our own work of streaming and everything, but like when you consider the amount of people that have now been able to see our channel because of that group, do you know what I mean? Like we never would have had that if it wasn't for you and Stream Wars.
Yeah, you got a good point there, actually. It's a good point.
Yeah.
But then again, if it wasn't me, it would gonna be someone else. There's a lot of communities out there.
Yeah, but the reason I came across this community is because a guy called Rushman, he also goes under the name of Dude Plays on YouTube. But
yeah,
he's a member on Blue Carrot Gaming's Discord server.
Yeah.
And I joined that and then was talking to Blue Carrot for a few months. And then he said, why don't you join Stream Wars community? He said, fantastic community. They will get your channel growing quickly and all that. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll join it. And do you know what? Like I say.
And it worked out.
It does, mate, and you know what? I know you say you can't take any pride in it, but you got to, because like Phil says, if we didn't join your community, the people that we're getting in watching now wouldn't be there now if we wasn't part of your community, basically.
Well, you never know. You never know.
You never know, but I did find that my channel was seeing more people since I joined your community, so it's definitely worked.
I'm glad to hear that, though. It really does bring a smile to my face to know that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's helping me, it's helping others as well as myself.
Well, you definitely you should be proud of it, because not only obviously you're helping people grow their communities and their Facebook and all kinds of social media, like you've been fantastic support with all my stuff recently, and it's been amazing. But it's the fact that everyone are well chilled in there, and they just want to relax and have a good time, which is amazing to see.
I've never actually seen any. I don't think I've ever actually had any beef as such go on in the community. I don't think it's ever got toxic.
No, I've never seen it since I've joined. I've never seen it, and Phil was a bit later than me, but since he's joined, I don't think he's ever seen anything.
I think that was the main thing I was scared of. Like getting the server, getting a bad name because of one bad person that's come in and started something.
Yeah.
But that's the risk you gotta choose. You gotta take, aren't you? You don't take risks. You don't progress.
That comes with just being online, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've come across some idiots, and because we play with a lad that's on Xbox on Rogue Company.
Yeah.
We've had for ages. We've had to do game chat, which we absolutely hate. We don't like game chat. Game chat is awful because if you haven't got a full team, you've always got that someone extra in there, and if they've got
random.
a mic, if they've got a mic and they're going to be idiots, they'll be idiots, and they won't stop. But recently, you probably noticed as well, PlayStation have actually brought Discord chat finally to it.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I saw that. My brother is on Xbox, and he was like, "Yeah, we've got a Discord." I was like, "PlayStation need that." It's just I'm glad they finally brought it out.
Do you know the funny thing is though? Is about 2-3 years ago, they actually signed a partnership up with Discord, and I think it was like, God, was it something like 30 billion or something? It was something stupid in money, right?
Yeah.
But the first thing they brought out is where you could link your accounts, where it shows what games you're playing on your Discord.
Yeah, I remember that coming out.
And I'm thinking, yeah, that's cool, but they also promised Discord chat back then as well. So we're thinking, okay, Discord chat.
Yeah, where's my chat now?
Yeah, and then Xbox automatically bring it, which they didn't sign a second deal with them. I mean, I think they had small rights to Discord, but it was
but with it being Microsoft.
Yeah, with being Microsoft, yes, but they didn't actually sign a big deal like PlayStation had done.
It always seems like they wait till PlayStation think about doing something and they're like, yep, let's do what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad they brought it out. Okay, they made it a bit weird where you have to go through your phone or through the computer app and transfer the call to it.
I've not even tried it yet.
But it's actually easier than you think, because once you transfer the call from either your PC or your phone, you'll get a notification straight away on your PlayStation, and you click on that and it will join automatically on your PlayStation then.
Oh, that's not too bad than that, is it?
It's not too bad, but everyone thought they were going to bring Discord app to PlayStation, because why have you
that'd make more sense.
Such a big deal just to put voice chat in? Because that's pretty simple to put voice chat in a sense that it goes through the party chat from PlayStation. So basically, all they've done is converted the Discord chats into party chat on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But having an app on there would make more perfect sense, because you can access your communities from the actually console as well. So that would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be better if they had the app instead of doing it the way you just said it.
Well, you think to yourself, well, why they've spent all that money? Well, spent all that money to do a deal with them if it's only these little things. Okay, they sound little, but they might not be. But
unless
having an app there would be a bigger deal.
Yeah, unless they've got something in the making and they're trying to keep it secret.
Yeah, they might do. I mean, come on, it took them 2-3 years to bring voice chat out once the deal was signed. So
yeah, that's true.
So you might be another 2 to 3 years before we see the app. Knowing Sony, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. They're always slow on stuff, aren't they, Phil?
Yeah, but it's always better to be slow than bring something out not finished, I guess.
Well, yeah, true. Just look at Cyberpunk, for instance.
Yeah,
that came out. Yeah, and then I think it was like 2 days later, it went off the store again.
Oh, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk went off the store very quickly as soon as they brought it out.
No way. Yeah. I played it recently, but I never played it when it first came out because of all the bugs.
Yeah, apparently it was so bad that they gave everyone refunds. And they took it straight off the store. So you couldn't even buy it for months and months. And then they re-brought it back on the store. And since then, apparently it's been one of the best games going.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it is a good game. It's a good game. When I first played it, I didn't think I was gonna like it. I just thought it was gonna be like some rip off of GTA, but in first person.
Yeah.
But then when I got into it, played it for a bit, and I thought, you know what? It's not a bad game.
It's
It
not.
reminds me of Deus Ex.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never played that. Have you, Phil?
I haven't played it, but I've seen it. Like I've seen people playing it as well.
Not a bad game. Yeah. I find that an hard game.
But you know
But
what?
it's
As
a
well,
good game.
I've heard rumours about the talks about making a multiplayer mode for that game, so that would be pretty decent for that.
What, Cyberpunk?
Yep.
Multiplayer, did you say?
Yeah, multiplayer. Yeah, there was talks about it. Whether it was just like rumours that don't come true, because you know yourself, rumours are not true until they've actually been stated that it is true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because you hear all
That's
these
true.
rumours that backwards compatibility is coming to PlayStation 5 with all generations. But it's not the case. It's not the case. Honestly, it's not the case. Don't listen
And
to
it
it.
never comes.
Yeah, well, at first I was saying to Phil, I'm just saying yes because I would love to believe it, but Phil was saying, yeah, I'm not believing it until they come out, and I was like,
No.
I don't, but I want to say yes just so I can give myself some hope that it is actually going to be true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not come true. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm just cynical, man.
yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna have to get off now.
Yeah, not a problem. We just want to end it with two questions.
Yeah.
The first one is, and this is for both of you guys. If you had to marry the last video game character you played, who would it be?
Jesus.
Go on, I'll let you go first.
I mean, there's so many. When you think of it,
The last one would have been Umbra from Rogue Company.
yeah.
And mine would be Henry, the son of the blacksmith of Scarlet's from Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh wow. Yeah, my last game. God. Yeah, I think it was Rogue Company. So, if I was going to pick a character that I would marry from Rogue Company,
No. You said the last one you played as. Don't
Yeah.
change them rules, kid.
yeah, last video game I played on. Oh God. Do you know what? It's got to be probably Fountain. Is it Fountain? Is that newest? Not new. Well, yeah, newest character. No, sorry, Glimpse. It's got to be Glimpse. And do you know why? Because her ability is invisible. So you never get caught out, would you?
Isn't it?
Did it?
That's not bad then.
And the last question is we tend to always keep this one to the end, but we like to give it to every guest we have on the show. Is basically, is there any anyone you want to give a shout out to? Green Yoda.
Everyone that's in Stream Wars, thank you for making the community what it is today.
Oh, that's fantastic. And my shout out, God, is definitely you, mate. You and the way
Wow.
you
Thank you.
made it, the way you've made the community. It's and hoping it grows so much more, which I'm pretty sure it will, because you're getting new people in every day. But I want to give a shout out as well, because I don't mention him a lot, because he's here listening to me and thinking, when is he going to shut up? But I've got to give a shout out to my best friend, Phil. Definitely.
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he does. Phil does deserve a big shout out, don't you, Phil?
Absolutely, I'm amazing.
Make sure you let him know. Don't let him forget.
Definitely, guys. It's been a pleasure having you, Little Green Yoda.
Yeah, definitely.
Been amazing. And we've been saying for weeks we need to get him on the show. We've finally got you on the show. It's been amazing. And we're going to end the show with basically, if you say to Alexa, play Teamworks podcast on Apple Podcasts, it will play the latest episodes. So just in mind, if people don't know if that works or not, it does. I've tried it out myself. It definitely works.
That's good to know. Then if you've not got a hands free and you got Alexa, you can always listen to Teamworks.
Definitely. And the other thing as well is, before we end this episode, is anyone that doesn't know Stream Wars Community, it's a Discord server run by Little Green Yoda himself. It's a gaming community where he helps people grow. But not only that, it's there for people that just want to hang out and have a chat and meet new people. So don't forget to join Stream Wars Community. Fantastic community. And it's an ever-growing community. So guys, make sure you join it. Thank you, Little Green Yoda. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, mate. And thank you, Phil, once again. Been fantastic co-presenter, like always. Thank you, guys. It's been amazing.
No problem, mate. I'd love to come back some other time.
Definitely, mate. We'll definitely get you on an episode sometime soon again. But once again, thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Good night, mate. Enjoy your nights, guys.
Yeah, you too, mate.
You too, mate. Bye, everyone.
See you later.
So.
Bye.